All right, here we are, week 3, sheet 3. We're going to start out by doing some angle addition here. We're supposed to find the measure of angle YGF. That's this angle right here. We know that the measure of angle HGF, that's the big angle, is 172 degrees. So measure of angle HGF is equal to the two small angles, FGY, or YGF, plus our other angle here is HGY, that's 22 degrees, that's the measure of angle HGY. Now we're going to substitute our values in. The big angle, that was 172. The smaller angle we're trying to find, YGF, plus our other angle here, HGY, 22 degrees. And we're simply going to do a little subtract 22 degrees from both sides. 172 minus 22. See, 172, 162, 152, 150 equals the measure of angle YGF. And we are done. All right. Moving down a little bit. We're going to do some more of this simplifying radicals. Now remember your square roots over here on the side. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and let's see, 49, 64, 81, 100. Of course, they go on, but I'm just going to stop there. That's 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9 squared, 10 squared. Okay, so let's see here. We've got square root of 20 times square root of 20. Now, if you'll remember, I mentioned earlier, anytime you multiply the square root of something by itself, you just get the number back. So square root of 20 times square root of 20 is simply 20. And then you've got this negative 2 hanging out here. That there's no whole number outside this square root, so we're just going to multiply this times negative 2. Negative 2 times 20 is negative 40. Now we could have multiplied these together and done 20 times 20 is 400. And we can check our square root chart. We have to carry it all the way down to 400 and see that the square root of 400 is 20. But we're going to move on from there. Okay. Here we have square root of 10 times square root of 5. Multiply the two square roots together and you just get 50. And we look over here. Is 50 divisible by any of these numbers? No, no, no. Oh, 50 is 25 times 2. Which means that we can break this apart into the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. So just like we multiplied 10 times 5 to get 50, we can break 50 apart into two factors, 25 and 2. And the square root of 25 is just 5 times the square root of 2. And there's your answer. Here, again, square root of 5 times square root of 5, well, that's simply going to be 5. Anytime you multiply the square root of something by itself, just get that number back. And then we've got our negative 5 out here. So, negative 5 times positive 5 is negative 25. All right, here we go. 10 times 15. So square root of 10 times square root of 15. 10 times 15 is 150. Let's go back and take a look here. Is 150 divisible by any of these numbers? No, no, no. Oh, 25. We could go, let's see, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. So $1.50 is 6 quarters. We break this apart into the square root of 6 times the square root of 25. I'm going to reverse the order here because the square root of 25 is just 5. And the square root of 6 goes over here. Now we check. Is 6 divisible by any of these numbers? 4, 9, nope. So we're done. All right. Do some equation solving. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see. We've got over here, I'm going to separate my terms out. We've got v over 4, which is the same as 1/4 v, by the way. And we've got a negative 2. To get the term with the v all by itself, we're going to have to start by adding 2 to both sides. Negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1. And over here we have v over 4. Well, v divided by 4 equals 1. To undo dividing by 4, we have to multiply times 4. So let's see. 1 times 4 is 4. And over here it's just v. And we should be set. Let's check our answer. Negative 1 equals negative 2 plus, we're going to replace our v with 4 over 4. Negative 1 equals 2 plus 4 over 4 is 1. Negative 1 equals, oh, that was a negative 2, by the way. Negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. Check. We're good. All right, let's go down and do a multi-step equation down here. So this one here, number 5, doesn't have any, there's no terms to combine over here, no terms to combine over here. I have just one variable term here, one variable term here, and I have one constant term here, one constant term here. By the way, I really do prefer to include the plus or minus that goes in front of it. So most people like to keep their terms over on the left, and we've got to get all of our variable terms onto one side, and like I said, most people pick the left, all of our constant terms on the other side. So if we want all of our variable terms on the left side, we need to get rid of this positive 7v, and the way to do that is to subtract 7v from both sides. So that won't affect this 3, but it will affect the 6v. 6v minus 7v is minus 1v, which we can just write as minus v. And then we've got 1 over here. Now, we need to get all of our constant terms on the other side, which means we need to get rid of this 3 here. And so that we'll do by subtracting 3. Notice that that's still going to leave us with a negative v over here. Negative v. Don't forget that negative. And 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And if negative v is negative 2, then positive v must be positive 2. Another little trick to remember is you can always go through an entire equation and change all the signs. All positives become negatives, all negatives become positives, if that's ever convenient for you. Let's check our answer. 3 plus 6 times 2 equals 1 plus 7 times 2. That's 3 plus 6 times 2 is 12 equals 1 plus 7 times 2 is 14. 3 plus 12 is 15, and 1 plus 14 is 15, so we've done our work correctly. All right. Good luck with the rest of these. Make sure you check your answers.